So we are currently standing in front of Kafka, which is level 72, so difficulty level 2, and I'm going to solo her with my Clara, which is level 58.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So as you can see, my Clara is level 58, my stats are terrible because my relics are god-awful, traces are all leveled up, and the light cone that I'm going to use is the signature light cone from her, but honestly you can do this with the destruction light cone from the simulated universe. Another big thing why Clara is godlike against Kafka is because of these two traces, and these two traces are, first of all, the chance to resist crowd control debuffs increased by 35%. This thing works on the mind control dominating thing, and it works on the lightning debuff. And the other trace, which is even more broken, every time Clara is attacked, there is a 35% fixed chance to remove a debuff placed on her. So if we are mind controlled or we have the lightning debuff, every time Kafka attacks us, there is a 35% chance that we remove the mind control, the psychological effects, or the lightning dot. Now before we start, I'm going to explain my build a little bit so people actually understand what is going on in front of them. First of all, my curios are really bad, really bad. Second of all, I didn't get enough destruction, so I didn't manage to get the second blessing for the destruction path, and yeah, the main thing that I went with was destruction and elation. Most of you know me as the destruction god, which I am. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Second of all, we picked up fighting spirit because fighting spirit is king. And the main thing is we picked up this blessing, which gives our fighting spirit the ability to stack up to 45 times, which means that we get 135% to both attack and defense when our fighting spirit is fully stacked. But that is not all, because this thing also gives us 36% damage reduction when it's fully stacked, which is insane when it comes to survivability. Another thing that I picked up is more damage, attack, and defense scaling when we lose HP. That is what destruction is all about. Another big thing is overall more attack for scaling on destruction, because more damage, anga banga brain, happier. Just in case I picked up another life, but I don't think we will need them. I just picked it up so I can get the blessings and more stackability with the destruction path. Now the big thing that I want to talk about is effect resistance, because effect resistance is really good against Kafka. More effect resistance means that we are not going to get dominated or mind controlled. But I already know that most of you want to get dominated by Kafka because you dream about that every single night when you go to bed. And I fully understand that. But when it comes to the actual fight and not your personal kinks, in this fight effect resistance is good because we can resist a lot of the debuffs, a lot of the dots, and a lot of the mind controls, because for those of you that don't know, this fight can be lost in the first round. She mind controls you right at the start of the fight, and you effectively just lost everything because she wombo combos you to death while you can't do anything. So this fight, without good resistance or good effect resistance against the mind control, we can lose this fights in the first 5 seconds or the first round without us doing anything. Obviously I picked up even more defense because I'm really underleveled and my gear is really bad, so we need to survive. Now when it comes to elation, you need to go elation. Big thing is here aftertaste damage, which is RNG, more aftertaste damage. So elation is good because it's follow-up attacks. So every time she attacks, our Svarog counterattacks, and that counterattack from Svarog is considered a follow-up attack. So elation works really well on Clara. Now this thing is pretty much 1 to 3, so it's RNG about how much damage we do. So it's gonna sometimes be higher damage, sometimes lower damage. Another big thing is the weakness break efficiency, which gives us the ability to lower her weakness shields by a lot every time we counterattack. And the biggest thing for us to survive, because we don't have the healing from the destruction, is this thing. Every time we counterattack or do the follow-up attack, we heal by 15% of max HP. This is a little bit counterintuitive because we consistently want to be low HP with destruction so we get better scalings. But at the same time, if we get lower, we get a lot of damage and defense, but if we are full HP, that is also really good because we already have elation damage and survivability. This thing gives us defense by 40% and we get a little bit of speed with the other one. Main thing I want to pick up elation is because I want to also hit hard and I don't want to sit here for 20 minutes and watch the paint dry. Now I think I'm done explaining everything and it's time to dominate Kafka instead of her dominating us. So let's start with the technique. Yeah, I'm gonna instantly press my ultimate right after this, because I want the damage reduction and I want the stronger counterattacks. And the ultimate is going to give us here like the AoE thing that we need so we get rid of the ads instantly. Effect resistance, nice. We got a little bit lucky here. I want to use my destruction ability. I'm gonna use my destruction ability right now so I get the big stacks, okay? Like just like this. I just slowed it down a little bit for the cinematic effect, you know? But yeah, we are doing a lot of damage, so every counter is going to be a between 10 or 20k damage. We are scared because she can mind control us now. Okay, we have the effect resistance, not bad. We got a little bit lucky there. Man, the amount of damage we do in return is insane. Like, Clara is actually a demon child. It is insane how much damage we can do. I'm scared of this thing, yeah. And now she's gonna wail on us. The thing we are gonna do, we are instantly gonna pop the destruction thing. Nice. And because she attacked us so much, we got the mind control instantly removed. So the main thing in phase 1 is already over, so yeah, we are just stacking the fighting spirit. And... oh my god, I got lucky again. We instantly got it removed. Okay, luck is on our side. The RNG is blessing us. And we are going into phase 2 now. So in phase 2, she's gonna do the psychological effect now. I think after this attack, right? Yes. So the best thing here is we just stand here and she attacks and we hope for a good RNG proc of the Clara's Trace. That is 35% as I already said. So we get it removed, right? Or we get lucky and effect resisted, but I'm way too much HP, so yeah, unfortunate. We got dominated, but the thing is, we have way too many stacks, look at this. 41, 45, bro, we are stacked out of our mind. So I'm gonna use my destruction here, and we are gonna take way less damage now. Okay, let's see, we have 45 stacks of fighting spirit. We have increased damage from the light cone. We have the boxing relic set. We have speed. We have platinum age, which is the counter attack. So we have plus 4000 attack and plus 1600 defense. We effect resisted the mind control. And she's at 33 stacks going into phase 3 now. And I want to do this because I think she's gonna try and burst us down, because you guys already know in phase 3 she whips out the Uzis and starts going full mommy mode. But yeah, we have a lot of defensives here. Look at the Uzi damage, holy. I mean, let's be honest, that thing barely does any damage. Like, we are full HP from that counter-attack lifesteal thing. Like, 15% max HP heal every time we counter-attack. Like, I can put this on auto right now, but I don't want to. I want to enjoy pressing buttons. So here's the thing, what I want to talk about when it comes to Elation. Like, I tried going Elation several times, right? And Elation is really good when it comes to damage, but it's really hard to survive her damage without the destruction. So you can go Elation, but you need to be really lucky to snipe the good fighting spirit, destruction, blessings, and the survivability things, right? So that's why I like going destruction, because it gives me more chances of getting what I want. And it's easier for me to snipe the Elation blessings than going the other way around. And now we can finish this. And yeah, that is pretty much how you solo with Clara. You can do Abundance obviously, but Abundance takes a while and I prefer doing Destruction Elation or Elation Destruction. I pretty much like going Destruction because it guarantees me to get the Fighting Spirit and get the defensives that I need. There we go. Clara versus Kafka, World 5 difficulty 2. It took me like maybe 3 runs to figure out how to go against her. Honestly, I have so much fun soloing stuff in Simulated Universe. I don't know, if you guys have any comments or any suggestions, just put them down in the comment section below. Imagine in the near future when we get Kafka, I can do like Kafka versus Kafka difficulty 3 or 4. Depends on when we get Kafka though, but before that I need to get Silverwolf.